How is it going, everybody? It is Upshift Racing. Today we are back with another ODRL NXT League Racing episode. Today we are taking our 20 car to Homestead-Miami. Now, we made a huge jump forward. This is the last race of the season, the NXT season. I was too far behind, so I had to make up for it and skipped right to the championship race. We had an unbelievable season. 6 wins, all those top 10s, all those playoff points. We did end up switching to Cup cars in the middle of the season because the Xfinity cars were too hard for the series to handle, I guess you could say that. And the races were really bad. But as soon as we switched to the Cup cars, things cleaned up, and our 20 car was fast. Here is the final four. We got me on plus 34 points ahead of my closest contender. NLS Network, Tata and Lyle are out of contention for the championship, but still great seasons for him. Our Final Four run, we even missed Phoenix. I had to do some real-life stuff that weekend, but we won Kansas. Was an awesome race. Super clutch for us to take the dub there, but yeah, so let's get into it. Let's start the race. We're qualified third today, NLS in second, Tata in first. You'll see a few new faces in the field, guys, that you haven't seen before from, I believe I only posted one race at Talladega, the season opener. So guys like Salesman and the 41 on the outside, you haven't seen before. But anyways, we get a good start on the bottom. But the bottom here at Homestead in this game, in the next-gen car, it is really hard to pass. As NLS is already making it 3 wide, kind of an aggressive move from them. But yeah, and the inside is really hard to work with. You really have to send it in there with a slide job and try to make passes, just being really aggressive, which probably won't work out for you in the end. But Tatahead running that really cool Kyle Busch throwback scheme, even if it is a 22 car and it is a Ford Mustang instead of a Chevrolet Camaro. But really cool. Of course, this race actually took place before he passed, so of course, rest in peace, Kyle Busch. Kind of a cool tribute to him after the fact, but after riding a line here, Tatahead's actually going to hit the wall, allowing for Salesman to get to the inside of him. NLS going to try to push him around. I'm going to try to make the move too. There's Andy McKittrick, one of my new teammates that dropped down to NXT from Premier about the middle of the season because he was struggling. He collected 2 wins in a short stint in this series. Awesome teammate. I'm really glad to have him as one. But coming to lap 8, Andy actually passes up. We get up to 4th, or he gets up to 4th as I look behind a ton there. He's actually going to wall Tata right here and allow for me to get by Tata. But of course, Ironman and Yeti, the Iron Legion Motorsports, of course, Ironman actually the owner of Iron Legion Motorsports. I suppose I haven't really talked about teams a whole lot in my videos about ODRL, but those two on the same team, contending for the team championship right now as we are watching this. But lap 10, Yeti and Ironman get around me. Yeti kind of falls to the bottom. We get to the outside and we pass him, moving back up in the top 5. And then Andy, trying to be aggressive, trying to make moves, trying to make passes, again, kind of falls back. And that puts Ironman up to 3rd and me about to be 4th. Of course, we will pass him on the outside here with how the outside line works. It's actually a really cool Ty Gibbs scheme that Andy has. I'm not really that talented at the paint booth, so I don't really make a whole lot of schemes in there. But Ironman now coming to lap 14, he's trying to make a move to the bottom, about almost bubbled NLS, but kind of slid up, lost all of his momentum. And now me and NLS are going to have to try to work together, try to push each other and get up to sales, but we ended up not doing it. About 6 laps later, about halfway through stage 1, it is time to finally make some pit stops. Of course, it is a 40-lap stage 1, so you want to split it in half, 20 laps and 20 laps. Nice and easy down into pit road. It's going to be a 45 wedge, 15 PSI for the tire pressures, pretty much how most tracks in the next-gen car work, but we actually get a better pit exit than NLS. We're going to be able to pass them, have hopefully a chance at running down Salesman here towards the end of the stage. But really clean racing so far, really clean race, and hopefully me and NLS can catch up to Sales. But right now, pretty much we have the championship locked up. We just can't choke this. we can't finish last and he finished first, and where he gets and put ourselves in a position where he gets like 10 stage points and we don't. So pretty much just got to keep it together, stop choking, and come here to lap 22, kind of pulling out a little bit of a gap over NLS, but not a whole lot big one. Yeti actually stayed out 2 more laps after us. He comes down into pit road. Right now, we're going to gain all of our spots pretty much right now up into 7th. But theoretically, on track, we are 2nd behind Salesman. Not really any cars behind NLS and I. But looking at the gaps, we got lost up there. A couple guys who haven't pit. But actually, that lap, we got a caution. So we get stacked up again. Yeti, because he just pit, decides to stay out on older tires and try and hold position. But we get a nice run on the bottom. We're going to pass Sales on the bottom. We're also going to make a move below Yeti here. Maybe we'll be able to get clear, but now Sales is locked on Yeti's bumper. And with that outside line here at Homestead, it's not going to end very well for me. But there is a bit of a gap back there that maybe I can slide into. But Yeti, around the outside, he's going to take the lead with Salesman behind me. I tried thinking about moving up to the top there. I actually made some contact with Yeti there. But we find a gap in between Sales and Polish, another one of the newcomers in the NXT series. He's driving the 21 as a sub driver. But lap 31, we move a little bit actually to the inside, and Tata gets to our outside. We kind of shoved us out of the way there, but it was kind of our fault. Just got to stay in that outside line, otherwise people are going to make moves around you. Sales, of course, pulling away a little bit. He's super fast right now. It's unbelievable how fast he's pulling away. And NLS actually gets an insane run. Makes it 3 wide with another championship contender and Tatahead. And speaking of championship contenders, there is our 4th one that we haven't really talked about yet. Lyle is moving up into the top 5. First time we've seen him all day. He doesn't really have a chance. He's last out of the championship 4, but still cool to see all of us up here battling it out. But is it really that cool? NLS moves to the bottom. We're not really fighting. And NLS is actually going to come up and clear himself on Andy. I guess he did not think that Andy was in the middle there, but did not realize he was 3 wide. Turns himself across Andy and my nose. And now with that, I've got a lot of damage. 81% aero, 90% radiator damage. Not looking good for me at all. We're going to lose some spots here. 3 wide with T-Stone and Twitch Dominion on our inside, but I don't understand why we're doing all this battling when Sales is so far ahead of us. But I guess Sales is super fast. He is probably the dominant car of the day so far, but with our damage, we're just going to keep hitting the wall and move back there. See, we made contact with the wall again. There goes Polish. There goes Georgia in the 10 car. Not looking good for us at all. There's Banjo on the bottom. Some familiar names that have been contenders all season for some playoff guys and Banjo. And Iron Man, there's DJ Wynn in the 4 car. He was another mid-season addition to the league. But actually, with the outside, with the draft, we were able to hold off the guys behind us for another lap. But no, DJ decides that enough is enough. He's going to pass us in the bottom. Tango in the 56 is actually going to try to give us a bit of a bump draft. But yeah, our car doesn't have the turn. We had to overslow it in the corner to make it turn. It's not very fast, so yeah, it's not looking good for us right now. But NLS is behind us. He was the one that, of course, got spun in that whole thing. So really, doesn't really matter what goes on here, where we finish, just as long as NLS doesn't get any stage points, which is what is going to happen. But trying to hold on to 15th here, not like it matters when we get to the stage break, we will have to pit and repair our damage, which will push us pretty much almost to the back. Or to the back. But coming through 3 and 4, Salesman, the dominant car, is going to win stage 1. Tango is going to pass us on our outside. Nick H is looking for our spot as well. But it's P16 for the 20 car in stage 1. Doesn't matter. We're still way ahead in the championship. And like I said, when we pit, we lost all of our track position all the way back to 25th. With NLS actually on our outside in 26th. So very interesting that 2 championship contenders are back here. But this is a really stacked field. We got really quality drivers back here. Like Dusty's pretty good. In the red car in front of us, Impact is really good too. He's gotten a couple top 5s on the season. But stage 2, 42 laps. If it goes green and if we have to make pit stops, green flag pit stops like we did in stage 1, it'll be a 21-21 split. So watch out for that. But really gonna have to use our brain to move forward, because it's really hard to pass in Miami. And honestly, it's working out for us right now. We're going to get past Loss and get side by side here with LX. There's Click in the 3 car, another good driver. We're going to have to try to make our way through and pass, but honestly, just going to have to take it easy, not be too aggressive, not making these dumb moves. We're going to actually we're going to be able to slide in behind Click there, make a little contact with iTrip. But moving forward a bit, there's D-Main in the 11, another one of my teammates. He hasn't had the best season, but hopefully he can turn it around. And his future drivers, they're actually wrecking behind us. LX hit the wall hard there. But moving on here to lap 3, we get to the outside of Click as they're actually wrecking down the back straightaway. It's a huge wreck. Salesman goes around. The 87's coming up the racetrack, and now we're up to 13th already. Of course, that'll be a caution, but we're going to send it deep here, try to pass Dusty, make up another spot, but it's not going to happen. And the caution comes out. We're up to 13th. This is really good. Actually, they waited one more lap on the caution. Forgot to say that or see that, I guess. But coming back to the green flag on lap 8, about to be lap 9. We're about the 6th-ish car on the bottom. NLS, of course, right behind us. We were in front of him the whole time, but I guess he had a good pit stop or something, because he got moved up in front of us as well. We go 3 wide. DJ falling back, did not have the best restart whatsoever. Ironman, of course, on our outside in front of us. He's a very good driver. And NLS actually gets to our outside. We always got to remember to cover off our outside, because guys are just going to take advantage of that and try to get to the outside of you and pass you. But through 3 and 4, we're going to get to the inside of Dusty, who's also another fast car. He's running actually really cool throwback to Jimmy Johnson's red. Was it Lowe's? Was it a Lowe's car? I don't know. Like that 2013, 2014 area. But side by side with NLS right now, Georgia is kind of slow. He's kind of holding us up right now, but it's not like we'll be able to do anything on the outside anyways. We're going to slide in behind NLS and outside of Georgia, so we'll have a pretty good shot at P12 then. But coming through 3 and 4, they're throwing slide jobs back and forth there for the lead. Really good battle for the lead. And speaking of slide jobs, I guess that wasn't really a slide job, but the 2-car of Hendrick makes an incredible save. Almost goes around there, but really good save from the 2-car. But we stay green, and with that checkup, we're going to move up a little bit, but hopefully we'll be able to get clear of Ironman, but it just isn't going to happen. We don't have the drive on the inside off of the corner to make those passes. But P11, not bad, especially after where we were, but another checkup happens. I believe Dusty got into the wall. We're going to finally pass him, but actually, Yeti gets spun there. So yet another checkup that causes us to gain all these positions back. Ironman, of course, still being to our outside. That sucks for Yeti, though. Yeti was actually super fast. Of course, he was up in the top 5 in stage 1. We bubbled Twitch a little bit, went 3 wide there for a second, but we're going to try to slide in behind Dusty, but it's not going to happen. iTrip and a couple of guys behind, I believe that Salesman coming from the back of the pack. After getting turned in the first caution of this stage, he is almost back up here, but we're going to get a shove from iTrip. We're going to get up into 7th place. Salesman trying to make moves on the bottom. We're trying to make moves to kind of door him there. Andy got in the wall. They're a bit off the corner, but Tatahead in the lead. NLS 3rd. I believe the rest of the championship 4 is 1, 2, 3 right now with Lyle in 2nd, but we're going to slide up in front of Dusty here. He did not get really that good of a run off of the corner, so we slide up in front of Dusty, but now we're really trying to make a move to the bottom of Ironman, trying to make that bottom work. We know we're fast. We know we have the car capable of contending for this win, but it's not going to work out for us at all. Thankfully, you have a bit of a gap to Andy behind us that I think I'm going to try to slide into. But Andy actually covers the gap with how good the draft is, and Salesman now into 8th is definitely something I do not want to see at all. But top 3, they're actually kind of building a gap here on Ironman, and I can't really do anything about it because I'm getting trained on the outside, and eventually we just decide to drop back and fall into 8th place here in front of iTrip. But actually, Dusty gets turned by Andy. Really unfortunate for the 12 car. He was super fast, and NLS actually Lyle and NLS get into the wall. We're going to make a pass there for 5th, back up into the top 5 for the first time since stage 2, but Salesman now in front of us. iTrip is actually going to hit us. We're loose. We're in the wall. iTrip's going to get spun. Get a little bit of bump draft there from Tango, but iTrip goes around. I don't know if that's going to be caution. Oh, the caution is already out. So Lap 22, another caution in stage 2. We pit, we take tires, we have a good stop, and we're back to the green flag racing. NLS actually kind of jumps the start there, so we're going to have to check up there to let Tata back in front of us. But because he did that, the inside line is going to have a huge advantage. Multiple cars are going to get clear actually in front of us as we move forward. About 3 cars actually get clear with Irish in the 5. First time we've talked about him today. He is up in the 3rd. Ironman's going to make a huge dive to the bottom of Tatahead, really trying to put it to him. Tata's led a lot of laps. He looks pretty good. He might be, he and Sales might be the cars to beat right now. But we get the run off the corner. We pass Tango for 5th. We got to run, though. We're making a move in the bottom. They have a checkup. We're going to send it deep down to the bottom, all the way, hopefully trying to slide up in front of 3rd, but it's not going to work. We get really tight. We're going to move up into the wall. Irish gets turned by NLS. That was not a good choice by me at all. I'll take completely full blame on that one. That was all my fault. He might try to pay me back for that one before this race is over, but now we see our fast guys kind of continue to go back up. Yeti, he's up in 4th. There's Nick H. Nick H having a great run for himself. Good for him. I'm glad he's having a good run after kind of a struggling all season. There's Lyle in the 19 back after hitting the wall. We're trying to find a gap to the outside, and we just cannot find one. LX and Twitch go around us. We try to get to the outside there with Georgia, but I think we're going to have the room there to fall into 10th, but it's just like you can't make any moves in the bottom. That's still what we're trying to do. We're trying to move forward. A gap is kind of formed in between the front group of about 6 cars and us, but it's just not working out really for us at all. We're up into 9th, though, now, so we're still in stage points. NLS, of course, still in front of us, unfortunately. Tatahead still leading, and after a couple laps, we actually make the gap back up. Twitch actually hits the wall there. NLS getting really loose there in the bottom. Heck of a save from him. But with all that checking up, we actually allowed Georgia to fall in front of us. NLS is a little closer to us, and we're actually going to make the move on him because he is that close to us. So still looking good in overall for the championship. Just got to keep on trucking as Tata, the leader gets loose on the inside and gets into the inside wall. That's terrible for him as Ironman now takes the lead with Yeti in 2nd. Iron Legion Motorsports having a great race today. But we're going to kind of stay in this draft. I believe we're going to have a chance to pass LX here on the outside. There's Lyle. There's my teammate, my Championship 4 contending teammate to the bottom as well. So we do have a chance at getting up into 7th at least, but we know we have a contending car. We were really fast. We just can't get up there as Lyle's actually going to hook NLS. NLS having to make another save for, I believe, the second time in this stage. But moving on now, our 6-car little train here is actually pulled away from everybody else, sitting here in 6th in a good spot. Ironman trying to make a move on his teammate and also technically Yeti's owner, because Ironman is the owner of Iron Legion Motorsports, kind of looking behind us, checking to see where we are. With that little hooking, we are still in front of NLS, but into 3 and 4, we're going to send it deep. Yeti is going to have the run on the outside. I believe he is going to get the stage win, but Twitch actually gets loose and hits the wall. Beautiful timing for us. We're going to get 4th here in stage 2. Awesome points for us. Good win for stage 1 for Yeti as well, but NLS, of course, still mired back. I don't even think I'm not sure if he got any stage points at all, which is absolutely perfect. So pretty much we have locked up the championship already because we have gotten those stage points here in NLS. I think that's actually, I don't know how that works. I believe we're plus 40 to him right now, mid-race. But anyways, pretty much just we got the championship locked. Don't have to do anything irrational. Don't have to do anything stupid. But of course, we're still going to try to win the race because who wouldn't want to win the race and win the championship at the same time? Down into turn 3 and 4, Tango and Ironman did not have the best restart. Yeti moves down to the bottom. He's actually going to slide up. I'm going to make it 3 wide here for the lead. Try to go for the lead as we race back to a caution. There was a bit of a wreck back there, but we get back up into 2nd, which is awesome. We choose the top with Yeti, and I believe another car in front of us is Lost My Plan B, who decides to stay out and, of course, not taking any tires, no fuel or anything. But we did run about a lap of green, so it makes sense. But we get an unbelievable restart, by the way. Make a move to the inside of Yeti. We have the run. We're going to go to the bottom of Lost as well, trying to make a move. It should be pretty easy here because we have the tire advantage. The Ironman's pushing me past another Iron Legion Motorsports car. And that 91, we're going to slide up, maybe get clear of him, try to move our way up. Oh, we're actually going to wall him there. We weren't quite clear of him there, but we still give him the outside, give him an opportunity to come back, and I believe he will. We're completely surrounded by Iron Legion Motorsports. I need my teammates back here now. I don't know where Andy's at, but Iron Man's still trying to push me. Lost does get the run off of turn 2, but into 3 and 4. We lose the lead for a second. We get it back. Tango now pushing Lost on the outside. Lost actually gets into the wall a bit there, and we're going to be able to clear him for the lead, and that's stayed the same for a while. So there's actually a wreck back there. We kept that lead for about 10 laps as the caution comes out for the second time actually in stage 3. But we take the lead, we keep it after taking 4 tires and a pit stop, but the fast guys are cycling back to the front. NLS behind me. Tata is up here pretty quickly, he's not too far back, I believe, as well. Lyle up here as well. A bunch of Championship 4 guys making a surge to the front. But we move to the outside with NLS on our bumper. Lyle's actually almost going to shove his way outside NLS. NLS kind of cut him off there. But we're just cruising now. We just got to hold this line, and hopefully nobody takes it from us for the next 31 laps. We are going to have to make a pit stop if this goes green the rest of the way. And it almost did, actually. All the way to lap 116, we just kept this lead. Nothing really interesting happened, but NLS finally gets the balls to make a move. Kind of to my bottom. He hits me there a little bit. Tata back up here. The Championship 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4, by the way. But we actually get a caution there. I didn't realize it for a second, but Tata, NLS, Lyle, they're all right up here, and Tata actually unfortunately beats me out of pit road. The pit crew sells in the biggest race of the season, so we won't be in the lead anymore, unfortunately. I believe also someone may have stayed out, but we're going to re-rack him again. It was Salesman. That's not something I want to see. Their Salesman is probably the car to beat in the first couple stages. Just did not have the track position to get up there and keep the lead. But we go green. Tata chose the bottom to be with Sales for some reason, and for, I guess not some reason, for good reason, because he and NLS get a good jump and move to the outside of Sales. We're going to push NLS into Tata here, trying to pass Dusty and Sales to get up to third. But like I said, we have the championship locked up. We don't need to do anything stupid to jeopardize this. This Twitch is actually really fast here, making a move to my bottom. Sales had a terrible exit right there, so he is going to fall back. We move up to third. Tata in first, NLS in second, us in third, and Lyle now in fourth. The Championship 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 once again. Everybody's showing out for the biggest race of the season. Their chance at a championship is gone, but it's still pretty cool. Tata actually gets in the wall there. We kind of got walled by NLS. NLS had to slow down and check up because of that checkup. He's actually falling back, and now we got a chance to lead. They're wrecking in the back. Banjos are around. That might be a caution, or we might just keep it green. But now we're kind of stuck on the bottom of Tata here, trying somehow to make a move or find a gap in between us and Lyle. I believe that's actually what's going to happen. Tata gets a good run off the corner, and we slide up behind him. So now we are P2. We are in the catbird seat to try and make a move, and it stays that way all the way up until lap 135 to go, and Tata chokes it. Lyle sends it to the bottom. Unbelievable time to send it from Lyle, because Tata hit the wall and because we didn't stay behind him. Now guys like LX, guys like Twitch are going to have the momentum to move around us. Dusty, super fast cars just capitalize on that mistake from Tata. Coming to 4 laps to go in the season. Who is going to win the final race? I've already locked up the championship. I do want to get a good finish, though. That's all I'm saying. I do want to still try to win this race. As there's Yeti, there's NLS behind us. There's the main contender. Lyle actually slid up in front of Tata. He gets walled. They're 5 wide at Homestead. Unbelievably peak, absolute cinema racing here in Homestead-Miami. Did not realize this was actually going to come down like this. I thought it'd just be a train. race the rest of the way, but Twitch, he slides up the racetrack. He's making contact with Iron Man. Guys like Hendrick on the bottom are being slow. There's Salesman up there, the fastest, or actually, no, it's still Hendrick. I don't know where Salesman is at. We hook Dusty into NLS. Dusty goes into the wall with NLS. We're going to be able to move past him with the help of the one car of T-Stone. Did not mean to do that. Not my best race here today. Not at all, but we've made do. And sitting here in 8th place, coming to 2 laps to go, it's not looking like we're going to win. But hopefully our teammate actually comes out and gets this dub. That'd be really cool to still have a Thunderbolt Racing winner, as Iron Man actually gets turned there off the nose of Tata. Tata's going to come in front of us. We're going to give him a bit of a push. Absolutely sucks for Iron Man. He was really fast today. Of course, getting second in Stage 2 to his teammate Yeti. But if we stay here, we'll be in a good spot for 6th because LX is on the bottom. We're going to pass him easily. Coming into 3 and 4, coming to the white flag of the season. Who is going to win it? Yeti sends it to the bottom. He's going to wall Lyle. Lyle gets walled. Oh no, terrible news for the 19. He stays in the wall. He's going to be slow. We're going to move to the middle. And no, we hooked Tata. We hooked Tata into Lyle. Oh no, they're both wrecking. They're both around. Absolute terrible move on my part. What am I doing? I don't understand what the thought process was, but Yeti is running away with this thing. NLS is going to pass on the outside. We're going to fall up into the line on the outside. Hendrick's going to try to make a move here to the bottom. And I guess now it's time to reminisce, because remember when I walled Irish and he got turned? Yeah, I guess when he decides to pay me back. Right now, we're in the wall. He's going to wreck us, almost wreck us, drive through us. Got his payback. Yeti wins. First win of the season for him. Really good momentum for him in the next season. And we finish a modest 11th place. But we, of course, lock up the ODRL NXT Season 5 Championship. My first championship on this game. I really wish I would have won the race. But nonetheless, we are still a champion. Huge championship. We'll, of course, be moving up to the Premier Series next season. Huge news. But if you enjoyed this one, click the like button and don't hesitate to subscribe as we move on the road to 300 subscribers now. And we'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.